to include hosting community family events, school supply events, clothing donation events, food drives, as well as continuously supporting and assisting organizations and individuals who are of service in the areas. Ladies and gentlemen, our incumbent Commissioner Regina Hill.
What I'm about. I want to hear from the community about issues that we need to engage and talk about. So let's give them a round of applause for availing themselves tonight. You know, this is not a place that one would envy. Even with all of the things that I do, I don't think that I would want to run for commissioner right now.
And I was quite excited when the organizers had asked me to come out this evening, and I'm pretty flattered that I have so many people running for my job. That's a joke. Actually, something that, as you know, education and housing, economic development has been a priority during my tenure, and I have seen District 5 move forward with those initiatives. But there is something that I do want to continue, something that I have been working on, and that is small business incubators. Along with our youth and young adults, brown and black boys, getting skills, not just for college, but technical skills, and putting some technical programs in this area. And with there being such a construction boom and a tech boom here in District 5, these are some of the things that I'm currently working on, along with Valencia, along with LIFT, along with UCF, that I want to continue and see move forward. Thank you very much.
Cynthia, the same question.
Who have been champions in the community, doing whatever it takes to stay there and make their mark. So please, let's not minimize any effort from any person who had attempted to make something special happen here. And this has happened too many far times in our community where we don't recognize the people and their efforts. So Commissioner Hill, thank you for finding those coins. We need more money in our communities. Now, where can we find those? I just mentioned how the city of Orlando.
But I got to echo Mr. Ali and Ms. Harris here, because regardless if we don't see eye to eye at times, we have been in this community for the last 3 years trying to find solutions. And no disrespect to your lifetime residency here, Ms. Erica Dunlap, you didn't show up to one meeting.
I also was not invited.
Nobody else was. We showed up for LIFT Orlando. But now I'm going to talk about revenue. I'm going to talk about the revenue.
Let's stay on question.
I'm going to talk about the revenue stream.
One person. For me, if you're going to bring a job into this community, you're going to train our people first. We have opportunity to get those jobs first, and not send us to Valencia and Osceola campus and say that that's where the training is available, because how can we get there? We're right here. We need it in West Campus, in District 5, for those training positions.
I would make it my priority to ensure that we don't outsource to people who have not made investment in District 5. There are plenty of contractors, whether they are construction or otherwise, who have the capacity to be able to hire the right people who are skilled and trained in their particular industries, and making sure that we have them in position to take these jobs. So again,
Those primes. Let me start back with you. How can that become maybe a #1 issue for you all? Because we're always going to be behind the 8 ball until we provide somebody that can be trained from here to work.
And that is it. And it really, Monica, to be honest with you, it's going to have to come from within. Some of our minority businesses are going to have to do joint ventures. All right, they're going to have to start working with each other so that they can build their capacity versus wanting their $15 million contract, take $7 million, and get the next person $7 million, and then you have 30. So it's going to take our community also to start working together, so when they go and bid on these major packages, that they're coming in forth and they're coming in unity. Okay?
So let me ask Mr.
It's very important. We are that hub. We every day work that we do is based around what we call our 4 pillars. Advocacy work, in which we work with the elected officials. I had a chance to meet with the commissioner, as well as our county commissioners, the governor, our elected officials.
Also doing some waivering of fees to make sure that we had a PS through 8 school there. Then partnering with UCF Valencia component, where you will have those that will have technical skills there, where you can even go to school from 6 to 24 weeks and get a high-paying manufacturing job. And if you don't want to do some of the technical programs that's there, I have also a construction course that soon will be unfold, where you can become plumbers, where you can become welders, where you can become heavy equipment operators. And that is a partnership. Partnerships are very important. That's a part of wealth. We build it by what you see going on, is creating and revitalizing communities such as this and the Paramore area and the Mercy Drive area, where I have a comprehensive program now being unfolded. Because I've been, and anybody know me, I advocate not here just locally, but I'm always in Tallahassee legislating and advocating for my senators and House representatives to send back funding here to Orlando for youth programs. $93,000 from the state of Florida was hired to hire children in the Paramore area. $150,000 I received from the Heart of Florida United Way was hired for children in District 5, Paramore area. $575,000 was came from the Central Florida Foundation. Another $125,000 was allocated for youth jobs here program. Even just this Wednesday, I expect to hire over 200 youth because of private and public partnerships in District 5. Last year, we had 300 youth that was hired right here in District 5 that I had a job fair at Jones High. You will find that all of my funding usually go to grassroots, boots on the ground, organizations of youth, and I also help Jabril Ali, One Community Orlando with youth jobs.
I appreciate the check, I really do. And the reason why
Because it's not just District 5, and some of the things that I personally have been doing is traveling to see what the best practices are when it comes to 21st century policing, when it comes to bridging the gap between community and the police department. It is going to take an effort from both of us. I can tell you what OPD has started to do. They've started to travel with me to other parishes and other states that are getting it right, that are moving the needle when it comes to community relations and sensitivity when it comes to residents. So there is work to be done. 4 years ago, I promised the residents of District 5 that I would stand with them and that I would stand for them. And my record, I do believe, shows that. My work ethic, I do believe, shows that. When I promised housing, I can truly stand here or sit here today and say that before 2018 is completed, over 500 affordable apartments and townhouses will be in District 5. Over 60 affordable home owners will be developed in District 5. We needed jobs. So I mandated that construction companies hire District 5 subs and employees through our venues against protests. And I think Mr. Ali will remember this, that there was fighting to close the Blueprint program, and I fought to keep those doors open, which still continues to employ residents throughout District 5, felons and homeless, that still help subcontractors get contractors and are the oversight to make sure that minority contractors aren't slighted. We needed to help felons. And then, along with the PICO partnership, I made sure that an ordinance was passed on May 26, 2015, where we banned the box here in the city of Orlando, and felons started to get jobs at City Hall. We needed fewer city resources dedicated to petty crimes, and I supported decriminalizing marijuana. When OCPS decided to fund the Paramore PS through 8, I worked tirelessly to ensure funding for children programs such as Paramore Kids Zone, working with the Boys and Girls Club, working with UCF, working with the Leinster, working with many community stakeholders to make sure training and education came to District 5. So, I say the list goes on and on about the work that I have done in District 5. So I tell you, I'm not looking for you to give me a title. I'm asking for you to help me continue to do the work in District 5 that each and every you know that I've done. From Paramore, from downtown to Kirkland. I am not just talking about where District 5 is. I've walked the streets and I've been doing the work.
Amen. Amen.
All right.